Denver Broncos is benching his $242 million contract. The
That's
franchise,
bullshit.
the
Bullshit,
franchise bet big on the blockbuster trade. Let me finish. Russ is expected to be cut by the Broncos in March. For almost 2 months, he's been knowing the organization was most likely going to move on for him after the season.
Bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. Listen, a lot of people in the chat, those that are listening, those that are watching, I know there have been a lot of gripes about Russell Wilson. I even talked about it's surprising to see that the maturation of the relationship between him and Sean Payton have been doing well. He's scrutinized a lot. Everything is magnified, obviously, because of the contract reasons. Wilson's number this year, 26 TD passes. He ranks 6th in the NFL, only behind Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. Let me see. Obviously, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. He's 33. This season alone, I think he's ahead of him and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes and Wilson's numbers are identical.
Mm-hmm.
They're identical. So I'm trying to understand the move by the Broncos is simply a money move. It's simply a money move. It's a business move on trying not to pay. Is it $39 million? No, he's already guaranteed $39 million.
He's guaranteed 39 next season, but another 37 if he got hurt and couldn't pass the physical by March 2025 is guaranteed at 37
guaranteed million. Right. Just, I mean, it's a money move. I think for him, if he was playing well, I think, would there be any way they can come to him and try to restructure? There would be no way to restructure, right?
No, I mean, he would have to. And that's what, Ocho, this is why I tell players, why are y'all taking pay cuts? Why are y'all giving team discounts? You see what they do to you?
Yeah.
You see what they do to you?
Yeah.
But, and then the NFL owners have done a great job because they're the only group of people that can convince the common folk that the millionaires are more selfish than the billionaires. And what they frame it as, if a millionaire doesn't give a billionaire a pay cut, he's selfish. He doesn't want to win. And the fans jump on it with both feet.
Oh yeah,
they buy in with both feet.
Always.
Oh, if I was doing this, if somebody paid me $30 million, well, if somebody would pay you $30 million, how much do you think they're making? But fans, it's the same. That's why, and I get. Look, I understand both sides because I was a player, and I understand when they struck in '82, when they struck in '87, the replacement players came in '87. You know why the players started coming back? Because what they found out that the stadiums will still filled. They don't care about the players. All they care about is the logo. Players come and go. That logo stays the same. Forever. So what the players found out is that we got to take what they give us, and the owners know that. That's why they do what they do. That's why they don't have guaranteed contracts.
Yeah.
See you see what baseball did? Baseball shut their entire season down. No World Series, no playoffs,
no nothing.
That's what they needed to do to the NFL. No playoffs, no Super Bowl.
You got to all the players have to be aligned together.
Ocho,
that's hard.
That's what you do. You say, look here, guys, we're going to do this, but I need you guys, listen, no more splurging. No more. I need you to save every dime for 3 years because this might take a year.
Yeah.
This might take a year. It might take 2 years.
Yeah.
But right before the playoffs, that's how you get them. Right before the playoffs, lock it down.
Everybody got to be aligned, though.
In 2011, what did the owners do to the players, Ocho? They locked y'all ass out of the building.
Out the building, yeah.
Y'all going up there and say, They put chains and locks on the door.
Yeah.
That's what they did to y'all. And and what did the fans say? Not a damn thing. Now, billionaires locked out millionaires. But if you don't take a pay cut, fans jump in the chat. The first thing they're going to say, you selfish. He don't want to win.
Nah.
Well, the owners don't want to win because they ain't paying no money.
Yeah.
Look,
but then the funny thing about the fans will say, oh, a bunch of millionaires crying. Oh, you got all this money. Why are you arguing? Well, you're making this or you're making that. But I don't think people understand, obviously, what it takes to even get to this point. Right. And then, obviously, getting what you feel you're worth. I mean, they already going to cut you short anyway based on what your value really is. But you got to fight tooth and nail to get what you deserve. or what you feel you deserve, especially once you put the work in. When you put the work in and your resume is shown on the green graph between the white lines,
Right.
you have to fight tooth and nail to get what you deserve. I'm not even gonna say no names, but some quarterbacks, depending on who it is, oh, it's no issues. Things get done based on who it
Oh,
is.
Victor, everybody gonna have to face this day. Oh, I remember. Why you think Tom Brady out of New England? They wasn't gonna get Tom Brady wanted that money. They said Bill Belichick said not on my watch. I remember when John Elway made Peyton Manning take a pay cut. So yeah, sure did.
Serious?
Sure did. Sure did.
When was it?
Yeah, they look it up. Fans that's in the chat, you know.
They made Peyton Manning take a pay cut?
They sure did. Absolutely, 1,000%. And the thing is, Ocho, is that they, like I said, the owners, they frame it and fans buy in. I don't know if anybody know fans. Before the season, but after the season, every NFL team last year got a check for $300 million. Now, ain't no ticket sold, ain't no concession, ain't no merchandise.
Ain't TV deal.
TV deal. That's just the TV deal. That's not for tickets. That's not for concession. That's not for merchandise. That's not for local broadcast rights. That's just TV, national TV. YouTube just spent $2.2 billion a year. Amazon spent $1 billion. Netflix wants some of this action, be it football or basketball.
And the owners split that, huh?
Each owner get $300 million. And that's before a ticket is sold. Ain't no parking, ain't no concession, ain't no merchandise, ain't no local broadcasting.
What a boy eating, boy.
And now let's do local sponsorship. Let's do local advertising.
Right.
Man, they better stop.
Yeah.
You know what, Ocho? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got on my soapbox. But I just fans need to understand this. They need to understand.
I don't think they'll ever be understand though.
They don't care.
They'll never be able to understand because they're looking at it from a different view as a fan and not the actual player. They're seeing it as, well, you're a millionaire, you're making millions of dollars. Think about the opportunity that you have or that you have to make this kind of money, and you're complaining about not making enough. And I think it's really hard for them to understand and get a grasp on where we're coming from.
Ocho, but what I tell the fans, let's just say you making $100,000, you make $150,000 on your job. You know what I'm gonna do? You're solid. I'm gonna bump your pay up to $200,000, and your boss come to you and say, I need you to take a $50,000, $75,000 pay cut because we want to play somebody else and we want to make sure that we win at whatever we do. Y'all signing on for that? Why not? See, I want you to look at it to a relative scale. Don't look at somebody making $30 million because you're not making $30 million. I need you to look at it in your terms. You're making $175,000 to $200,000, and your boss come to you and say, take $100,000 or $50,000 pay cut, so we can hire Karen in HR. You good with that? Who good with that? Ain't nobody. Hey, you ain't taking no money from me, but y'all got no problem taking the money from a football player. Why? Because it ain't your money. But when I hit your pockets, now all of a sudden, man, and see what here's the thing. Think about it, Ocho. Remember I told you when they ask you to take a pay cut, okay, you making $13 million. They want to take you down to $8 million, but they want you to make plays just like you making $13 million. You see how they did you, Ocho?
Yeah. I like how you went there.
Ocho, can you still give me 1,400? Can you still give me 10 touchdowns? Can you still give me those 90 to 100 catches? But I need you to take an $8,000 pay cut. But make those same plays. Oh,
it's crazy how it worked. It's crazy how it worked. And the funny thing about it is, you have to damn near play when your price tag is similar to that of Russell Wilson. You got to damn near almost play mistake-free football and damn near be in contention. You can't have no slip-ups, no nothing. The team has to be damn near on the way to the goddamn Super Bowl to warrant the money you're getting. And then the new owners, the new coach, that's not who brought Russell Wilson in, right?
I remember I had this conversation. I say Sean Payton ain't beholden to Russell Wilson. Right. And I told you early on, I said, Ocho, you remember they was in Detroit and he was yelling? I said, yeah, I get it, but not in public like that. You don't dress down a guy of Russell Wilson. Now, we've seen lesser tier quarterbacks, Coach Parcells and some of the other coaches have dressed down lesser tier quarterbacks, but not Russell Wilson. No matter how poorly you think he's played in Denver, he's a Super Bowl winner. He's a multiple time playoff, and he has 300 touchdown passes. He has 30, 40,000 passing yards, maybe even 50. So he's earned a level. I believe, me personally, I believe he's earned a certain level of respect on the sideline. Now, if you want to say some things behind closed doors where the public can't hear or see, have at it. But I'm telling you, Ocho, remember, I came on. There were some things going on with the last coach that Russell would get away with. And when Sean Payton found out about it, he was incensed. Now, I tried to tell people what was going on last year, and everybody was asking, Shannon, how you know? You ain't in the locker room. Them players, you heard what his teammate said. Congratulations, teammate. You're supposed to stand up for Russell Wilson, but I don't give a damn what they said. Yeah. Everything that I said was going on was factual.
What's going on? Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, Shannon, what you think about the situation? No, when I tried to tell you, you told me to shut my mouth because I didn't know what was going on. I promise you, if I tell you grass will turn to cheese, start hustling crackers. That's what I need you to do. Whatever you're doing, whatever your occupation is, if I tell you grass will turn to cheese tomorrow, quit your job, start hustling crackers.
Yeah.
Now, I told you what was going on, and I told you if Russell Wilson didn't play at an MVP level, the Broncos was going to move on. Well, you ain't in the locker room. You just talking loudmouth. Now, everything I said has come to fruition. Now what?
Hey, you think they sabotaged it on purpose? Not saying that it's not possible.
They wanted to get out from under that contract. It's really simple, Ocho.
So you do think they might have sabotaged it purposely?
They didn't sabotage him. Once they realized, they said, look, he's not living up to the contract. We don't want to get him hurt. Ocho, how many times you see this all the time in the preseason? They don't let the guy play because they don't want to pay him, so they ain't going to let his ass get in there the last preseason game, get hurt, and get that money. So he don't play. You know what? How many years you seen that?
A lot. But you know what would be a good one? Jarrett Stidham. I know you're going to see this. Yeah, if you see this and you're really a team player, Jarrett should get hurt like the first play of the game. So Russell Wilson got to come in and finish the next 2 weeks.
Ocho, hold on. Ocho, do you know how many other teams watching this tape? Russell Wilson done made his money.
Okay, I see where you're going with it.
Russell Wilson done made his money.
I mean, I'm just a little jab back at the Denver Broncos. Oh, since y'all want to play games, huh? Okay, I got one
Ocho,
better for you.
You know that ain't how it work, Ocho. Because here's the thing. Here's a guy that's not made a ton of money. 31 other teams going to get this film.
Right.
Now, granted, they did the same thing to Derek Carr last year. Jarrett Stidham started in place of Derek Carr.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Jarrett Stidham was supposed to be the guy that plays Tom Brady. Now, I don't know how well if Jarrett Stidham. Now, he's had two opportunities: New England and the Raiders. Now, this is his third opportunity, so we're gonna find out. But I know he's gonna put his best foot forward because he's playing for a contract.
Right.
Russell Wilson is going to listen. Russell got $39 million guaranteed coming, so even he gonna be able to double dip. With the Raiders needing a starting quarterback, there are other teams that there are a lot of teams that need a starting quarterback.
I think the best place for him to go is the Steelers. I said the Steelers, and I
tweeted
earlier today.
The Patriots need a quarterback.
Don't send him to the Patriots. Don't send him to the Patriots. Don't do that.
Well,
I think the Steelers. You have Tomlin, Super Bowl winning coach. You have Russell Wilson, a Super Bowl winning quarterback with a pedigree and knowing what it's like to, again, get to the playoffs. The Steelers standard on always winning and being in playoff contention. That's the perfect quarterback for your situation. You got Pickens, you got Deontay Johnson. Listen, being able to hand the ball off. The goddamn Najee Harris. I can't remember the other running back's name who've been playing really well. But
Jalen. What's Jalen's last name? I know exact number 30 for the Steelers. I know exactly.
I think it's a match made in heaven based on the resume of Tomlin, the resume of goddamn Russell Wilson. You don't have to do too much. You have great targets. You have a great running game. You got a great coach, great scheme. You have a great fucking defense. A good defense. It just makes too much sense to me. Some people
the
say,
Falcons
I don't
can
like
use
it.
him.
Huh?
The Falcons. Atlanta Falcons.
No, don't do that. Don't do
Man,
that. Don't do
hold
that.
on.
Don't do
They
that.
got Kyle Pitts. They
Listen,
got that. They got the receiver from USC. They got
Drake
Bijan
London. Drake
Robinson.
London. Yeah, it's
Yeah, Drake
good.
London.
But we talk about
Jalen
playoffs. We
Warren
talk
is the
about
guy, the running back for the Steelers. Jalen Warren.
you just put him on a team. I'm thinking about long term and actually being in contention to win a
Bro,
goddamn
the
trophy.
dude been in the league damn near 13 years, Ocho. How much long term you think he gonna play? You think he'll be? See, everybody throw out there, I'm gonna play like Brady. I'm gonna play like Brady.
No,
Bro,
if he's not gonna play that long, at least put him on a team that is going to make the playoffs and be in contention for a trophy. It ain't gonna be the goddamn Falcons, and that's no disrespect to them. They got a long way to go.
Remember
I
told you, Ocho, what did I just tell you? Date the girl that wants you, not the girl you want.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I don't think the Steelers would turn their nose up at Russell Wilson now. I don't think so.
What you think he gonna want?
Oh, he don't want much. He just got 39.
You out your mind.
Nah, he ain't gonna hit him across the head.
Hold on. What I made at my last job ain't got nothing to do. Even if they still owe me money, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
I mean, how many people, fans in the chat, you on your job. Mm-hmm. Your job lets you go, but they gotta pay you your salary. Let's just say it's 100,000, 200,000. You go to you got a new job. Well, your old job still paying you, so we only gonna pay the hell you say. I ain't working at the old job. I'm working at a new job, so I want new money. Man, y'all.
I don't even think he had the leverage like that anyway.
Yeah,
I don't even think he has the leverage like that, and you don't want to come off in bad taste going to a new team demanding anything extreme. Anyway.
It ain't no demand. I want the going rate. What's the going rate for a starting quarterback?
Right
40
now,
mil.
What?
40. The Cowboys going to renegotiate that contract. It's going to be somewhere between 50 and 60.
Yeah, they need to pay him 70 because it's America's
I don't know
team.
what they need to pay him, but Russell Wilson said, okay, the going rate for a starting quarterback is 40 mil.
Damn.
That ain't got that 39 that I got coming. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all ain't paying none of that.
Right.
I'm on your clock now. Look, I thought Russ played well. I know what they're looking at. They say when the game is like when the game is reliant on Russell being improvisational, that's when he's at his best. Right. So I don't think Sean Payton really likes that. He likes things a little bit more structured. If you look at the success he had, Drew Brees is more prototypical of what Sean Payton is looking for. Although I think that style of quarterback play is archaic. If you look at the quarterbacks that's having success, most of those guys are more athletic. They're more mobile. Now, look, Jared Goff is not the more mobile. He can take off. He has better legs than Brady and Manning ever had, Eli Manning ever had. Right. But he's not like, he's not Lamar. Nobody's asking him to be. But we see Patrick Mahomes, how mobile he is. We see a Joe Burrow. We'll see these guys. These guys have become much more athletic. Yes, they can drop back, throw the ball from the pocket. But when you got Myles Garrett and you got Michaels and you got the TJ Watts, those guys have become more athletic. So you need a quarterback that's more athletic to be able, even though they can't outrun them, just buy some time in order to push the ball down the field. Yes, this is all about money. I'm not surprised that they're taking this route for the simple fact is they don't believe that Russell Wilson is playing up to that contract and he can fulfill the remaining years on that contract. So you know what? We're going to cut bait. We're going to eat $39 million. It's probably going to be somewhere between $60 and $7 million in dead money. Now, do we divvy it up over 2 years, or do we just take this blow to the stomach right now? That's the only question that the Broncos have, because the Broncos have already made their decision. They're moving on in 2024 without Russell Wilson.
But then to who? To what?
But the thing is, they're probably going to draft, maybe in free agency. I don't know, but they're going on without Russ, because think about what they gave up to get him.
Yeah, a lot.
2 first rounders, a second, a third, a fourth, and 3 players.
A lot, which is why the fact that they're getting rid of him so soon is beyond me.
Ocho, the thing that a lot of these teams, what they will do once they come to because a lot of times what you do, you in a relationship, and people, y'all hear me talk about relationships a lot. A lot of time in a relationship, that shit ain't working, but out of a matter of convenience, you'll stay your ass there.
Yeah.
Instead of just moving on, either party,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong or her, or this or that. I'm
Right.
saying people sometimes stay in a relationship when you know it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
The Broncos know they're not going anywhere with Russell Wilson. So instead of staying and trying to figure it out, let's just move on down the road. And guess
That's
what?
crazy.
And he might be Ocho. We've all been
That's
in
crazy.
situations. It didn't work out with us, but she has better luck with someone else, or you have better luck with someone else. It's okay.
Right. You're right. And
And you got to be able to you got to be able to process that, Ocho.
Yeah, when you use that analogy, it makes much more sense. It makes much more sense, especially when you put it like that. But to me, with the money that comes into play and the fact that it's only been 2 years. Wait, this is year 2, right?
Yes, the second year.
Yeah, it's only year 2. Normally, I would think with a new coach coming in, new regime, new owner, just you give it some time, but I guess their mind is made up. I think Sean Payton just maybe didn't like Russell Wilson. Maybe he just didn't like him. And the fact that Russell has known for a long time that they were wanting to bench him and
At
get rid
least
of
a
him
month.
and was still
And he's still professional.
out there professional and winning games, throwing TDs.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Sean Payton barked at him a little bit. He wanted to get a reaction. I think he wanted to get a reaction out of him.
That ain't Russ, but that's not really Russ' personality.
That's not him.
I'm not surprised. Russ just took it. Ocho, I was like, I'm trying to figure out why he was yelling. Unless Russell checked to a play, it was supposed to be quarterback sneak or something. I don't understand how he's yelling at Russ because the damn lineman lined up offside. How the hell is that Russ's fault? So I was
probably did call some. Probably did call something he wasn't supposed to call.
And so that's why I was puzzled. Look, but Ocho, no matter what transpired before Sean Payton got there, everybody was supposed to have a fresh slate. So whatever Russ did or didn't do, that wasn't under your watch.
Right.
So you shouldn't have felt some type of way about him. I thought we were starting from scratch.
Right.
Clearly, that wasn't the case.
Nah.
So no matter what look, I've been critical of Russ, but I don't think Russ deserved. I shouldn't say he deserved because I hate using that word deserve. I just think the thing is the Broncos felt that Russ wasn't living up and couldn't fulfill the money that was remaining on the contract.
Right.
Instead of trying to make it work, you know what? Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's just move on, Ocho. I mean, it's really that simple. Let's just move on.
But I think when owners or they make those type of business decisions, do they think about the other players in the locker room? Do they think do they think about the fans? What do the fans think? Because now you're back at square one. Because you got 32 teams in the NFL.
Correct.
And you need one. There's one important position that you need to compete week in and week out and even think about playoffs or goddamn Lombardi trophy, and that's a quarterback. And you just let one that is a Super Bowl winner, one that's been to multiple playoffs, and one that knows what it takes to win. And because he wasn't playing well, you know what? Because he's making so much money, we're going to let this one go and start over from scratch.